Well, there's your morning moon. Coyotes are still making noise, just not as close. I let the pups out last night before I put them to bed. And I don't know how far they went. They went that way. And a little over an hour before that, since it was nasty, we'd let them in. Dried them off. And I could hear from the other side of these trees all the way around us. And it was just constant. I haven't heard it that bad for a long time. But, you know, when I'm the only one that tries to control their population, and nobody else out here does, to speak of other than that neighbor, they just kind of just keep getting thicker and thicker. And with all the spots they got now with the government programs and, excuse me, but the idiots that have moved out and, you know, didn't know what to do with their 5 acres or 10 acres or 50 acres, but didn't want a farmer to touch it because that's bad. You know, they're all grown up like our neighbors is in the government program, and you can't see a damn thing to find them. Anyway, I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm kind of up at my normal time this morning. Kind of. They want to get fed. So, get my feeding done and see how my day actually goes. Good morning, Wyatt. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah? Oh, there's him. Blakely just ran off to change clothes because apparently when Ty was getting them out of the toaster, I have no idea which one, or two, or all three, bumped her and knocked her down, and now she's all wet. But we got a Wyatt this morning. A happy Wyatt. Huh, buddy? Yeah. Oh, you gonna talk to everybody? Talking already? Yeah, we actually have a sunrise this morning. That's through the tree in a 3-corner piece with the double top in it. It's in the far corner of the 3-corner piece. And I don't know what we're really going to get today. I guess we'll find out.
You went into the shop this morning. You saw Vampa Allen.
Try to get a little bit of video of her, and she just got it. Oh, she's going to strip now. Better turn over here to Wethead. She took a shower this morning.
I put on a pair of jeans today.
Holy moly, a pair of jeans finally.
I didn't have any clean jammy jeans. They were in the wash machine and just getting them in the dryer.
Give her another hour, she'll probably complain that it's hurting her. But hey, she's done with her antibiotics now.
The antibiotics.
No, she's on to the next antibiotic.
No, she's done with them.
She took her the yeast medicine too?
No, I had to wait because yesterday's my mistake. Today I take my yeast medicine.
Yeah, Mom, Dad.
It's not an antibiotic though.
It basically is.
Jeez.
Yours
Anyway.
wet.
And she made dinner again last night. That's 2 nights in a row she made dinner and they were
Oh,
good.
it's wet. Come on. Now, come on.
Oh, here, you can see what's making the noise.
I know, the puppy knocked you down
She wants
this
to
morning.
be in the wet shirt, I guess.
No, puppies knocked her down. She
I know.
dent the car.
Twice.
Did you dent the car? Should we call Maury and
Say
say
yeah.
You
Say I
dented the
did
car?
it like TT did at the center gate in the livestock trailer, huh?
Oh, good.
Jeez.
You learned something though
Just
last
can't have
night
nice things.
that I heard that Maury taught you.
Uh-oh, what did Maury teach her?
We're a 2-year-old
Oh,
today.
then
Yeah, where'd the big
we
girl
learned
go?
turkey lurkey.
Turkey lurkey!
Yes, she said that first thing to me this morning.
Are you a turkey
Whoa.
lurkey? Guess who you get to
That'd
see
be her
today?
little mop head, Turkey Lurkey. Boom! You sure the pups knocked her down? She can't even walk on her own without falling
Oh
over.
yes, she walks the car. It was my tired thing.
Well, it was nice. A lot less chance of rain today than we've had. But yeah, that upper ridge is gone. It's making wet spots here. So I guess I'm not going to do what I was planning on doing quite yet. But we do got a few days of 0% chance of rain. So I'm hoping Ty will get the spreader serviced up. Maybe we'll get those 2 tires on that tractor pumped up, get it hooked up. Get the 2294 hooked up to one. And maybe start cleaning that calf barn tomorrow. Maybe. Depends on what it really does today. I don't want to make too much of a mess spreading. Oh, so the reason I'm even out here, I think I got it figured where the boards go on that other wall. But I'm going to use a square and a short board or 2 and see how close I come while these guys are gone. But we want in too, Dad. And then there's Bandit. He's just put on the earth to annoy the old farts. Well, it's that far now. Now it's time to go cut some 1x12s and run them through the planer. That side, those nailers are a little long simply because that's what I needed to reach studs. And this side, studs are closer together right there. And this side, those are nailed right to the end because there's something to nail to right there. This side, that's the end of it. So I'm seriously considering maybe throwing a toggle in there or something. Just because. Especially with that one's tweaked a little. I think I got some. And one reason for putting a toggle there is I gotta put something there for a door to close to. And I'm gonna put a narrow strip on the end and probably back it up in between those and from there to the floor for the door to hinge at. So that's what I know there. And have to cut the molding because we got to go clear to the floor with at least a piece of plywood that's going to go right against these. Use the shelves for holding the plywood, and the plywood can support the shelves. And spin you around again between a hunk of plywood going all the way up and, you know, fitting as well as I can to what's here. Block some of that noise. Door at the other end will finish blocking it. I did take I think it was a piece of 1x6 I had in my hand about 2 feet long one night, and I held it up here along this edge. It really made a difference to what we heard in the bedroom. And yes, that's kind of dirty. Not why things are, well, I do too know why things are so dirty. Kids and dogs. We just changed the filter in that yesterday and it was nasty. But, and I suppose next she's going to want a light in there, and I'm not doing that. She's going to deal with that light. I just thought about that. It kind of screws things up not having a light there. Unless I can sneak into, there's power, right about in there on the other side is the junction for the furnace. I could sneak off of that and run a wire around there and put a light in here. Or until they're tough, she don't get no light. All cut. That's the bottom side. As is this. That's the top side. That's the last pass we're doing. Last board. vacuum isn't cutting it. It plugs up in the collection deal. I've cleaned that out probably 10 times. So given the pile I got here, the vacuum is probably full too. It works. Like I said, that's going to be the bottom. I wouldn't have done the bottom, but they had such a crown to them. I wanted them to set fairly flat. Make sure they're even on my nailers. And yeah, knocked a few knots out. Some didn't come out. Say that's the bottom, and that's the top. Knocked that knot out, which is too bad. It happens. I mean, that's one of the things I did read about using these things. And believe it or not, that should be the bottom, because that's the top. The color on that. And these, 4 of them are off the same board. One is off that one, which was kind of not as good on the back side. So these 2 are off the same board. This one may be off the other board. Yeah, I think this one's off the other board. It's, you know, a little punky, but still stronger than what you're going to buy in town today. Take the air and blow all the crap out of it. This one, yeah, they've all been through the same number of times. I found crank a half a turn each time is about right. You heard it was digging pretty good in part of it, but that's not always. Well, there's the top of it. I think this is, yeah, that's rubber off the rollers trying to get it through. Because I wasn't over there to grab it quick enough, I guess. It'd look good on a wall someplace, that's for damn sure. But I'm going to leave those out here. I'm going to blow myself off. I'm going to go ahead and have some lunch. And trying to decide if I want to clean the edge up. I'm not going to do both edges. I'll just do the edge we see. And unfortunately, I've got 2 or 3 pretty nice sanders. But Becky helped the people up on the hill that she's cleaned house for a number of years. She helped them redo their deck. And they ended up there. And then they put them in storage or whatever. And, you know, just a vicious circle. She ended up having to go buy another one because they couldn't find one and they had to finish up. And they're all up there. You know, 3 or 4 of them. But what I do have is a grinder and a flap disc. And I think a flap disc will do a good job on those. Gently. Just get them smooth. I just don't want them rough. You know, another reason for doing the bottom sides was if you're putting something on the shelf and you scrape your hand on the bottom of the one above it, you know, you don't want to do that. Rough cut, you get a knuckle that hurts. But yeah, that's 5 pieces, 41.5 inches long and 12 inches wide. Like I said, that's probably full. It's probably half my problem. Oh. And the next thing that's going to do is 2 of those long ones, the 2 that are stacked. There's 2 right here. That's a single. That's the one that's compromised. Those 2 long ones are going to go in the office. One length it is, and the other is going to get like 2 feet cut off of it to fit, I think, if I remember right. So that still has twice the stuff to do. Look, shelves. I cheated. Toenailed. That one's sticking out. Gotta pound it in. And that one didn't go all the way in either. Oh, oh well. Probably when the compressor was a little low. But there they are with all their character. Keep in mind this side gets a wall on it. Which, if I split it on this one, I may add a piece across the bottom of it for something to fasten to, and I'll cut what's going to fit up there and across to there, and little nail along here, and then do from there down. I did have to take two out. It happened to be the two, well, one end piece. The other one was cut crooked for some reason too, though. One of them was the end piece on the board. It just took, you know, just a little, hardly a blade's width off of them, and they lay right in. And then we'll show you the other side, the business side. And Becky says, I didn't know it was going to be that small. Well, how far do you want me to go? I mean, a solid stud there to fasten over to get a door hanging, and come out much farther. There's a light switch, and if the door's open, the door's going to be in the way. But it's all on here for now. Needs a little brushing off again. That's probably one that I cut the end on. That's why there's a little bit of sawdust on it. But no, I'm happy with the way that planer worked. Did the job. Definitely some character. Really probably need to get some Varathane and pour on them. Seal all this stuff up, and that'll protect them too, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And then all the fun stuff is down below, because I got a notch, the least notch, for the piece that goes in there. I may just notch it. I may just take a piece off. I don't know. Ain't done yet. But I'm going to go feed. Ty already left, since she hasn't been home for a while. Let the kids see Maury. Okay, I mentioned that Ty went home for the first time in a bit. I think she spent one night at home between staying here, helping with her mother, and house sitting for a friend who was out of town all week. So she got a little video when she got home with Blakely and Wyatt. So that'll pop up here at the end, if I remember how to do it right. So half these girls were in, they're single filed in behind them. 125J actually came up and touched my finger. 111J proceeded to do it after that. Old Pest there, she just finally came up here. I think that one's BJ. She got close but wouldn't. And AK there, yep, that's BJ. You gonna say hi now? No? But you will. Yeah, you got my finger wet. I thought she was going to. And Dancer's kid right there, she got about that close. She didn't get any closer. Broke leg girl, or boogered up leg girl, I should say. 611D's gonna sneak up on me though. What do you think? Huh? Anyway, get my feeding done. Put a video up. Of course, now the sun finally came out. Right before it goes down. Story of my life. But the next couple of days, according to my weather app, there's 0% chance of rain. So hopefully it'll work where we'll at least get this over here cleaned. And we can move the steers over here with them. And then hopefully separate the 2- and 3-year-olds and put over where the steers are. But I may have to wait a couple days on that because they've got almost a full bale and there's white mold in that feeder, and I don't want to deal with that. So when we do clean that, I got to clean the lot, take the feeder out, and clean all the hay out. So that might be a few days. I don't know. We will see. Hey, that'll run these girls over there. They can help clean that up. Then maybe I can clean their mess up outside at their feeder. Because if you look down at their legs, they're all been knee deep in that shit. And that's hard on them this time of year. Bumped the button too soon. Accidentally, actually. So hey, hope you all had a great Friday. Hope everybody has a great Saturday. And stay tuned for, I think it's 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes of Tylen's videos. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Are you looking through that to see the moose out there? Did she moo at you? Are you looking at those cows out there? Say pumpkin. Yeah, there's water coming off the trailer. Pumpkin! Hi, pretty girl. We snuck out from behind. Is that Boo that snuck out from behind? There we go. Get little zoomies. That's Boo to the right, running with Pumpkin, and then Bus is just standing there looking at him like, what the heck, guys? Huh.